Hey, welcome to the Philadelphia Marathon. Every year, about this time, Philadelphia organizes a 26 and change race where they run through the streets of Philadelphia, seeing all the important sights, and then culminating with a Philly cheesesteak. This building is Philadelphia City Hall, and you can see where is this? There was a statue of William Penn on the top, and it used to be that no building in the city could be taller than William Penn. Find it. I know it's here. This is a beautiful building. Reminds me a lot of the Executive Office building in Washington, D.C. This is the Old North Church, from the steeple of which Paul Revere saw the lights and rode to warn that the British were coming. Alright, I've gone 100 yards, maybe 200. This is the Broad Street and at Market, and that is where City Hall is, right in the middle of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a city renowned for its public art. This is not an example of public art. I think it is. Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love. There's the love thing right there. This is it, the famous statue of brotherly love. Of course, that's before, well, you know, before people talked about it. This is the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, I think. Yeah, I think so. This is one of the mosaics left by the ancient people who lived here, kind of outlining how the city should look when discovered. I like running on the gravel path. It's one of those fountains in the city. You've really got to run around them. In the back over there is Philadelphia. Oh no, it's the Benjamin Franklin Institute. Ben Franklin had got the kind of endurance that most runners hope for. That's why they named it. Says don't walk, and I'm walking across. Uh-oh. This is the Philadelphia Public Library. No, the Free Library. A lot of people would say the Public Library. Very cool place though. This is where King Tut's remains were discovered in February of this year, I think. This is the entrance to the Rodin Museum. I think there are some statues, some cast bronze pieces by Rodin here. It looks like the museum is not open yet. But the nice thing about Philadelphia is they put some of their things outside. Now, most people don't realize that Rodin lived here his junior year in college. I think he went to Penn. And this is a famous statue of the guy thinking. I don't know what it means though. I don't know. As I cross the Benjamin Franklin Parkway safely, you can look back and see this road goes diagonally through the city all the way to City Hall, which is that building over there with William Penn on it. And as you will notice, there are no buildings in this town taller than the William Penn statue. Tally-ho! The art museum is in sight. Looks like they're going with kind of a postmodern exterior to replace that the old classical crap they had on it. Alright, so I don't know, honestly, which is more interesting. The fact that I might be related to Captain John Ericsson, who's a scientist, an inventor, a patriot, born in Sweden, July 31st, 1803, died in America, whatever. I'm either related to him, which could be interesting, or my grandmother made it all up, which could be even a lot more interesting, because you think, well, why would she do that? It's such an elaborate scheme. Who knows? After Rodin saw the first Rocky movie, he was so impressed that it made such a big deal about his hometown that he cast this bronze statue here by the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum. Nice work, Augie. Well, it's not the Pyramid of Giza, but it is the steps, and I don't know anybody who can resist running up the steps, hopefully not falling, but running up the steps and doing the Rocky cheer and dance. Oh, the television crew's here. I was hoping I would avoid them. Darn it. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. This is my city. Philadelphia, halfway through the marathon. And these steps are not as easy as it looks. You really do have to concentrate, or you could fall. Yeah, that's it, baby. Philadelphia, my town. This is the very famous statue of Napoleon from when he was here in 1912, I think. You can tell because there's one hoof off the ground. That means he visited that place. See, most people think, mistakenly of course, that the Wright brothers invented the airplane. Here is an early example of one that was created by Benjamin Franklin. Now you can see why it didn't fly. I don't know what they were thinking, but it has no fabric on the wings. Had he gotten that far, which I'm sure he was working on it, it would have been a much better example of, in this case, a flying boat. Because airplanes hadn't been invented, they had to start with a boat and work up. This is one of the cool scenes, places in Philadelphia. I don't know what this is called, but it's a very cool fountain in it's kind of the center of the city. This is the oldest church in Philadelphia. It's made of brick. They had a wood one before this. Everyone knows you can't rely on wood, so they tore it down and built one out of brick because it's better. And there's Billy Penn watching out over the city, making sure there's no corruption in this town, buddy, because Billy Penn's watching. It's the statue of Copernicus. Most of you don't realize that he was really the father of modern art. It says Polish astronomer right here, but that's not right. Obviously this is art, stainless steel. It's called the Town Triangle between Turin and Philadelphia. I just asked her where she's from. She's from Alexandria, Virginia. I said, what did I ask you? St. Elmo's, the coffee shop, and Firefly, all those things on Mount Vernon Street. I've been everywhere. Everywhere. That poor woman's going to get fired. She doesn't know that you can't have the Starbucks logo showing in the stuff you do and get put on YouTube. So I really feel sorry for her. This is a cool place though. It's kind of like working in the tomb of the unknown Starbucks, because it's like a crypt in here. I wonder what this place used to be. You really can't run and hold your Starbucks, until you've had a lot of practice like I have. It's good, I think running is very healthy. Having your morning coffee with your run, it's not completely wrong. Not all the time. Not everybody can do this as well as I can now. I guess I can say it now. I have done the Philadelphia Marathon. Not everyone has trained as much as I have for this. And you can see I'm the first one to cross the finish line. But I hope that on this little tour you've also seen some of Philadelphia that you didn't know about. I did it.